Hello, this is Mr. Huff, and I want to get you started in Revit. So you're going to find the Revit icon. It should be on your desktop. It's a blue letter R. I would suggest putting that in the taskbar at the bottom by dragging it down there and putting it down there. So you're just going to double click that, and it will open this Revit menu. You should be using Autodesk Revit 2021. We're going to be making a playground playground like model just to get you started with some of the tools. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on New, and it's going to pop up this window. The template file we will use all year long is the architectural templates. This is the second one, Imperial Architectural. So choose that one and click OK. It is a new project. Then it will open up this window. Things I want to point out, yours will have the project browser over here underneath the properties browser. I like to grab that and move it to the right side so I have a workspace in the middle where I can see the project on one side and the properties on the other. All right. You don't have to do that right now. Right now we're going to look at this tool that says Wall. So we're going to click on Wall. And what it's going to do is it's going to pop up and say, here's the kinds of walls you can use. We have the basic wall, and we have several we can choose from. I'm going to choose an exterior brick on metal stud just to make a change. And then I'm going to choose this rectangle tool right here. And what I can do is just start drawing rectangles. And you can see the dimensions there. So you can use your scroll wheel to zoom in. So I'm going to do that. That's one wall there. I might do another one here. And then I'm going to escape. And then click on one of these other tools. And I'm going to draw some walls like this. So I'm just going to go from here to over here. So I'm just going to draw some walls just to get something down. So we are building a floor plan. So you can experiment with the different drawing tools, but this is how you get started. And when you are happy with it, you can press escape to get out of the wall tool. Sometimes you have to go a couple of times. And then we're going to add some components like doors and windows. Let's focus on these two today. There's other things we can get, but right now we just want to work on doors and windows. So we're going to choose the door. And notice you have some doors you can choose from. So you choose the size that you want. And then we can just go and click around here. So I'm going to put a door right here. Okay. One of the things I want to call your attention to is these little arrows. If you click on those, it will reverse the way that it opens, and if you click on these, it'll make it inside or outside. So adjust those, put doors so you can get from one room to the other, so you can just go around your structure, adding doors in places that seem reasonable to you. So that's very quickly how you're going to throw some doors and windows in. And then let's look at this. So right now we're in modify, place a door. Let's get out of that. We hit escape a couple of times. And then we're going to go choose window. And just like on the doors, if you choose this drop down here, you can find different kinds of windows. So I'm going to pick one of these right here. And I'm going to go throw some windows around. So here we go. Again, you see the little arrows. Let me call your attention to that. We see the little arrows. You can make it inside or outside. Okay. Normally the windows are going to go on the outside and you'll have the opening on the inside. We'll look more at that in just a moment. And so we're going to go around and drop a few windows. If you want to try different windows, you can do that as well. A couple of other things we will look at is hit escape a couple of times. And we want to choose the wall. And we want to modify the wall. Let's add a wall opening right here. So we're going to click on that. And then we're just going to choose the wall and draw our opening. And now we have an opening in the wall. Okay, so that's something you might find useful. All right. One of the things that we didn't really pay attention to is how tall are these walls. So we're going to click on one wall, right click and choose select all instances visible in view. And you'll notice we've selected all the walls. Notice this top constraint right here says unconnected, which means it's 20 feet tall. So we're going to click on top constraint and we're going to choose level 2. And level 2 right now is 10 feet. So that's what we want. So what that's going to do for us is it's making our walls, instead of 10 feet tall, 20 feet tall, they're now 10 feet tall. One last thing we're going to do is go to 3D view. Up here there's a little house or a little drop down that might have some other things, but we're going to click on the house and it's going to generate a 3D view. And now we can see your structure. Some of the two little selections I want to show you here. One is the detail level. We can do coarse, medium, or fine. And you can also do, let's do shaded, realistic, or consistent colors. So this is letting you see the wall. You can see the bricks and the inside and the outside. See how they're different colors? Now, if your brick is on the inside, what you have to do is go to your floor plan, back to level 1. And you have to click on the wall and make sure that these arrows are on the outside, not the inside. I'm going to put it wrong so you can see it in the 3D view. So I flip that wall around, and now you can see that that wall, the inside is on the outside and the outside is on the inside. So I'm holding down my shift key and my center click, and that lets us rotate. Now you can see that there's brick on the inside, and that's usually not desirable, so that's a little bit of detail there. I think I've given you enough to lay out a basic floor plan with some windows and doors, and that is enough for now. So that's all I have.